Oseyo, everyone. How y'all doing today? I am Crow, your entertainer for this broadcast, and ran out of breath again. I'm gonna have to get better at breathing. It's like I haven't been doing it my entire life. I'm gonna have to get some stamina in that. It's like my life depends on it or something. Oh, damn allergies. But anyways, I am Crow, and your entertainer for this broadcast, and welcome to today's episode. As you can see, we're playing Space Engineers. Yeah. Y'all's curious. I've got nothing better to do. But before we begin, a situation has been brought to light which I have been sorely lacking in. Basically, it's not giving advice, it's not giving warning. It's mental health and mental illness. I myself suffer from severe schizophrenia to the point where sometimes I have difficulty. I'm saying this freely, YouTube. I have no shame in admitting I suffer from severe mental illness. My brain chemistry, the way it's wired up, there's something abnormal with it compared to the rest of humanity's, the way the rest of the quote-unquote normal human brain is wired up, but how it makes me see a lot of weird and creepy shit. Like it has me hearing a lot of weird and creepy shit. And there are times when I can't distinguish my hallucinations from reality, especially the audio ones. I can't see certain things, which has gotten progressively worse. And I do see a mental health provider for this on regularly. I do take medications to keep the worst of my symptoms at bay, and I am on a very good medication right now. But if you are experiencing a mental health issue, seek immediate help. You may be afraid to reach out. You may not know that you are in a mental health crisis. I was like that for most of my childhood and teenage years. I did not understand what I was seeing and experiencing and hearing was different was not normal. From everybody else. Excuse me, I've got my allergies are being weird. Not weird, it's just but yeah, where was I? If you think something is wrong with you, or you feel something is off, seek help. If the help you are getting is currently you don't feel is adequate for you, seek help. Seek somebody else. This isn't medical advice. This isn't professional advice. This is coming from somebody that has gone through, I forget the total sum of doctors and professionals I've gone through just to find the right one. I'm currently at that actually listens to my problems. If you are suffering from episodes of wanting to hurt yourself, seek help. If your caregivers are not believing you, as in paid for by either you, the state, government, or whoever, don't see those caregivers anymore, in my opinion. But continue seeing them, but look for somebody to replace them. Because in my opinion, as somebody with mental illness, with severe mental illness who has gone through this, they are not looking out for your best interest. Now, this is coming from personal experience. I have a great family support system who once they figured out what was going on with me, really stepped up. I've got a great support system. I went through hell with the caregiving system. Because I went through I grew up through the 80s and 90s and 2000s, the Y2K, where mental health was starting to be talked about. And when it was being explored and when it was still a stigma, unlike it is today. Now, this may seem to be an extremely odd thing to start out a stream with, but this is something very close, dear, and personal to me. What brought this up? I will just say it was reported to me. No, I'm not even going to go into it. Let's just say I received a report from a friend of a friend that their healthcare provider was not believing them, and that a wellness call had to be put in. And when that wellness call arrived, the healthcare provider did their damnedest to get rid of the unit that arrived for the wellness call, but was unable to because the wellness call did not come from that caregiver or the patient. That's as far as I'm going to go into it. And that pisses me off. That caregiver cared so little about the patient beyond the paycheck, in my opinion, that they just let them suffer to the point where a wellness call had to be made by an outside party to that crises. And I'm not going to go into well, I'll go into one more detail. This has been going on for a while. I believe it's been going on for a while. This is like the second, third time I've heard of this kind of a negligence, I would say. And at first I didn't believe it, but now, first time's a chance, second time's coincidence, third time's I can't ignore it. So, third time's the charm, I guess you'd say. Third time pays for all. That game's being wonky. Stream health is okay. Stream health, doing okay. But yeah, this is, since I didn't do the Christmas mental get help thing this past year. Right now, this is my mental health get help PSA. If you're having a mental, most people don't realize they need mental help. Like my brother. He didn't realize he was severely depressed. He just thought he was unhappy, and to the point where hey, the new disco tower, the new laser disco shows. Uh, the new laser, the new laser light show is working. By the way, Clayton came by. I have no idea what happened. How bad's the damage? Not too bad. I don't have to rebuild this entire pylon, but yeah. Excuse the flashy lights and all. Usually I don't let this go, but I figured we have the disco tower. We're going to have the laser light show to go with the disco. And I don't know if the shields are working or not. I've installed a few other shields, shield mods, deflector shields and all. Okay, what's the damage? I have no idea how this happened. But I know how this happened. I accidentally painted it a Splatoon's pink. I replaced the well, updates on the Booper Snooper. I replaced the standard Mac with an orbital Mac. I'm not too sure about about these. The plasma cannons, the Gaia Assault. I wanted to get off actual ammo use. So, and I'm thinking like plasma, okay. These have got decent range. I was going to go with like a long toms, but actually when I was originally building this, I was going to go with these. At that, I just got to get these off here. But then I said, ooh, thumpers and long toms. I may put the long toms back on because I can't figure out how the hell to fire those. Because... Oh, okay, here we go. Mouse click. Okay, that's cutter beams. Okay, that's the Gaia cannons, the orange ones. The red ones are the cutter beams. Okay. I wanted something with sustained, but also burst damage. And I really wanted to get away from the use of to be truthful, when it comes to a video game combat, I'm not one for a use of ammunition. Get off, blanket. I prefer energy weapons and plasma weapons. Plasma is not energy. No. Good enough to change the color on. Plasma is another state of matter. Actually, it's just another state. The solid, liquid, gas, plasma, energy. So, cargo. Yeah, I'm going to be coughing a lot. I've got a lot of postnasal drip. I'm clearing my throat. Let me move. It's probably going to crash. There we go. I've got a lot. I've got several point defense in. Installed kind of like the skirting here, like I was originally wanting to. So this is actually a hover repulsor lifts. Yeah, this thing goes fast. This thing goes fast now. What I was attempting to do was make it where I could put these point defenses like right through here and take out the middle section of phaser banks. That went kaboomy. Oh, even the big old cannons fired. Good to know those work when I need. Gee, what was that? Oh wait, is that my reactors? Yeah, that's my reactors. Finally got those installed. I've got a Doppler radars, which I've been wanting to put on this thing for a while. I just haven't been able to figure out how. And I think Sooty is having fun with the laser disco, with the laser light show tower. We got the disco, we got the laser light show, we're at the laser disco. This area's just to make sure of something. Okay, yeah. Unmuted, everything's unmuted, so yay. But yeah, that really pissed me off when I was informed about that crisis. No, not the green, the pink. Splatoon it. Got our point defenses, which I'm trying to incorporate into the I want to say design, but not necessarily the design, the texture, into the greebling, into the kibble of the thing. To make it to where you're like, to make it to where you feel like it's unobtrusive. And like you got those nodules kind of like repeating patterns, like, yeah, that's really nothing. I'm just not satisfied with the look of the plasma cannons, though. They're too, I would say too sleek, no. Futuristic, clean for this piece of industrial equipment. This is meant to spot, not necessarily, this is kind of meant to look like a refinery, an oil rig, give the idea, but These... A refinery, an oil rig, a derrick. No, I'm just going to get rid of these. The more I think about it, the more I just know. Because this is supposed to be industrial, and these aren't coming off as industrial. Not to my mind. It's not necessarily the color, because the color goes great. It's just not basically exposed. And it's not even exposed, it's just... I don't know what it is. They just don't go. It's not industrial. Oh, gotta rebuild this. Wonder why the ship. Not necessarily Star Wars industrial, but kind of almost Transformers industrial, you know? Something you'd see out of the Bayverse. One of those Transformers taking on a native alt mode for not necessarily Megatron, maybe a Decepticon. Devastator. But we all know Devastator doesn't do this. Actually, no, not everybody does. Straight cabling. What do you mean you want to touch? Howard. So you won't attach to... The cabling does not go to small grids. That sucks. So... I don't... Please tell me I didn't bust that out the other one, too. It's just a few cargoes. Repulsors. And hover pads. It could have been worse. Oh, and annoyingly, phaser banks. Forgive the pew-pews. They're a little bit annoying, but you can't have laser show without the music. Because what's the laser going to dance to? No, seriously, you ever been to a laser show without music? I've been to like 2 in my lifetime, and I will say I enjoyed them both immensely. Of course, I was just like 10 then, and in the Boy Scouts. But still, I enjoyed them. I got to stay up late those nights. Oh. Here's the annoying part. Auto repair. We repair, we repair. Not like I wasn't going to have to regroup everything since every single one of these is a build and repair system. Yeah. This is actually classified as an orbital magnetic acceleration cannon, and it has actually two connector points, one down here and one up here. And I couldn't figure out what to put up here besides more cargo, and let's face it, I'm a bit tired of cargo, so I decided to put build and repair, and it actually kind of works. It kind of looks like a magnetic induction coiling. I think that's the term for it, with the where like you have all the magnets lined up. Actually, I could have done that down here. But the thing is, the barrel is right through here. And I kind of like this, the way this is. No, because if I move these up, that means the phaser banks here would go down here, and I kind of like using the phaser banks not only as offensive tools in light, and kind of like a alternative lighting source. I also like to use it as a means to outline the ship. For when I don't got the lights on, I can actually tell where the hell's my ship. I think I'm going to have to pick up the Booper Snooper. And up she rises, hey, and up she rises, and hey, and up she rises, her light in the night. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Where's those armored ones at? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Actually, I could move this here. I could do it something. No, because I'm moving it through here as well. Now you're thinking about redesigning the undercarriage, aren't you, Crow? Yes, you are. So we're going to just line this as best we can, which should be too hard if we still got the gravity components. If we still got the steel plate. So I'm going to drop that. Gimme, Cocoa Puff, gimme, pow. Build and repair systems, those aren't hooked up apparently. Ooh, itchy. Yeah, and speaking of schizophrenia, my spiel at the start of the episode, my schizophrenia is acting up. My skin is crawling, and not the way you think. It's like thousands of tiny ants. The way I was brought up, they're called piss ants. Those little tiny, little bitty ones. that that are annoying as hell feel like they're all crawling all over me, but they're not. Then just okay, that nope. Repulsor here. Oh wait, I've got the light up there because I was going to put the light down here, but I forgot I put the light up there. To blind anybody that comes over here to use the recharging station. Or the refuel station, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Anything else come off of that sudden exchange with CLAAAAANG? Beyond the, mommy. I do particularly like these repulsors because they do actually look like engine parts. And since I got the OP version, oh, good thing I saved that. I actually don't need this many, but I'm going to use this many. Because zoomy zoom zooms. Wait, was it these that was causing it? Because I didn't see these causing any troubles. I got those phasers to deal with, which... No, get your butt up there. Get your butt... Get up there. I used to have air vents coming through here, piping air in, but... No, I've determined to get rid of those, and they just keep them right here in the cockpit. They do a pretty good job. On top of that, there's ice, which I'm still under the there's still that scientific question: is ice actually water? Scientifically. Colloquially, it is water. It's just frozen water, but chemically, scientifically, is ice water. Because right now, it's the only substance we know of that exists. Well, water exists in its three primary phase states at the same time. Liquid, solid, gaseous. All at the same time. I wish I could do that, but I'm not going to do that. But it's more of a thought experiment than anything else. Do I even need a bigger steak? Always need a big steak. Always. See, even the Rolling Mountain Thunder requires it. You are not the Rolling Mountain Thunder. I have not built the Rolling Mountain Thunder yet. I am still in the concept phases of the Rolling Mountain Thunder. I've got an idea for it, but only if a night cafe would acquiesce to my request and generate something that along the lines I originally generated. Well, it originally generated. I just prompted it. I very much would like to remember the Latin term for it, but it's nothing new under the sun. So don't y'all anti-AI people get up in here. I can give a very valid defensive reason to why to use AI art models. The ethical reason behind it. Not to say that I would actually believe it. I use it to justify. I actually morally accept it. But I can actually argue from that standpoint. And it is basically my point. My standpoint. But I'm not going to go into that. Because only I've brought it up. Okay, yeah, I've got rid of the shotguns. I did not want to get that close to an enemy. What, within 200 meters? Somebody stop frying chicken. I wanted more chicky. Give me the chicky, give me the chicky. I want more chicky. They never give you enough fried chicken. Strangely enough, well, everybody has as much popcorn as they want. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Every American household has as much popcorn as they want and need. No American household has as much fried chicken as they want and need. Okay. Budgetator. I'm just going to get rid of that. What is my reversing sucks, and that's going to be at max load. Turning I can handle. And that just gave me justifications for and honestly, this kind of sucks. Because you're going to burn yourself coming up to this. As if you're not going to burn yourself coming up to this. Besides, that looks a lot better. And I am actually going to get rid of that, believe it or not, and that. Those gyros just, they don't look good there. Hey. Yum. Rid of that. These I just stuck here. just as I stuck that there, and that there. Yeah, well, I still got it out. Just perfect. Oh, these places are so tight. Not necessarily uncomfortable, just so tight. Yeah, that. I'm gonna do something. I think I know what I'm gonna put up here. Excuse me, I can't see. I can't see. I think I'm going to get rid of the projector. Is she listing? She's listing. She shouldn't be listing. She's not a lush. Well, she may drink off the clock, but come on. I don't know. Don't know what she gets up to on her days off. Last time Risha and Sudi came by and stole her repulsor lifts. Left her up on chalks. Or I should say up on her hovers. And unable to go anywhere. Still want to know how that happened. And then if I move that out one. Can move the connector out one. Put this in right in there. But also I could just boop. Okay. No. MA, I think no. No. MA weapons. Midnight shields, no. Is it BA? Go away, fly. You're annoying me. No, no, no. Assertive. No. It's always when there's something BT? Yes, BT. Here we go. Laser rifle. No. Classy mech. Our hood ornament, which I don't got construction equipment for. I don't have any construction for this. Construction. There we go. I'd put it up here, but that's the last place I had it. Go away, fly. You booging me. And of course it's doing that. And I'm going to put it right there. Sci-fi, retro future, no. Glamour. Nope. Disco. Disco! Now back to none. There we go. Can't forget our old friend Irby. Okay. So. Get rid of these. Get rid of these 4 heat sinks and those point defenses. Dude. Just get rid of the point defenses. Turn, turn, turn. As the world turns, so do the sands of time. Used to be one of my favorite soap operas. Yes, I used to watch soap operas. Mainly when I was younger. Like 5. When I was 6, stay home, catch up on Bo and the crew. There we go. Wonder if they've gotten past like the 2-hour mark since I stopped watching, like back in the 1990s. I think it was General Hospital and Days of Our Lives I used to watch. Can't remember really much of a damn thing except for the one character's name, Bo. And like, he just disappeared, and there was a big controversy over it. That'll work. There. Because of the stubby nubbies. This will work here because of the, no, you attach there. I want something guarding my rear. There, because of the stubby nubbies. This looks a bit weird, but I was thinking about making something go into it, but don't know. That'll be fixed in a later updated version, I guess. Because what's causing it to poke out is not only the fact that I've got another cargo container, which I extended this back and lifted this up. Like I said, I got totally rid of like that faux exhaust for just lifting this up and everything. But I've also got a sorter, which in my opinion, you need when using a this kind of setup with a connector. But also, I don't have anything to extend the I could extend the hydrogen engines back one. Will give me more power for the hydrogen engines. Let's test this out. I'm in a wealth of resources right now. And it wouldn't cause it just to look just sticking out right here. Engine, crack. It's more of the shape of this than the thing I want. Plug it up that way. Battery. Honestly, I'm not sold on these batteries. But they are wide enough. And they do cover. Okie dokie. So that's 4. Plonk. 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 Oh no, it's upside down! And guess what? I didn't put any more heat sinks inside. Is that the right orientation? Yes. Why heat sinks in an engine? Oh, come on. Haven't you heard of a Battletech, some of Battletech's engines actually having a heat sinks within them? That's how they're able to get rid of their heat without needing radiators. No, seriously, I don't know why. It's just... Get over there. Get. There we go. Radiators on the engine. Yeah, I think that'll do. Instead of having that mess there. I will say this is kind of a mess too. This in here. Yeah, coffee time. So, back to here. Hydrogen engines, which are actually just the backup engines, believe it or not. Or the starter engines if you have not gotten to the point of being able to refine uranium. Nope. Keep all the positivity on the outside and bottle up all that negativity on the inside. And if they ask about it, just tell them the truth. I find it strange that most people just actually say, "Yeah, everything's fine," when they are asked how they're doing. For me, it's like, yeah, it could be better. Again, got a headache. I hurt. Nothing new. Because I think I was saying, I very much would like to remember that the Latin phrase, there's nothing new under the sun. Something sub sole. To put in here though. Ooh. I know. Because if it's not enough power to move these. Sci-fi thrusters, no. That's not us. Well, these actually go on here. You won't go on! Why won't you go on? Won't go on? Why won't you go on? Reverse small atmos thrusters. Hydrogen thrusters. I don't want to use hydrogen. I don't want to use hydro because there's really no way to pump it up here. What about ion? What over here? Wheels. No wheels. Well, maybe wheel. Maybe wheel. Each. No. No, no, no. Wrong. Bad. Wrong. Teach. Prototech is on right out. RCS is on right out. Not for that. Large industrial. Ganymede. Compared to, say, this is a stupid decision. Just wanted a little flame effect. Dude, picking up all that deuterium just to... Let's move back. Beep, beep, beep. Up to the full 10 meters. Get basically level with the horizontal. Not level with the vertical. Or horizontal with the vertical. Okay, that's that. That's doing that. I could actually do this. Believe it or not, these are actually pretty useful when they're coming up above an enemy. Or an enemy base. Okay. No. I want to cover all near fire cover. Parachute. This thing doesn't have any parachutes. I just realized this thing has no parachutes. This has no parachutes. Why no parachute? Do it need parachute? Pretty good question. Do it need parachute? You know, I've never had cause to install parachute. On anything I've created. Now that I think about it. happens if it loses power? Because this thing's supposed to be like redundancy. I'm getting rid of you. 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 Yeah, I just realized I don't have parachutes, and I've never put parachutes on anything. Oh shoot, I'm putting it on the connectors. This is bad. Smoky, smoky. Long. X range 0. That's in 0G, but I don't know what. Zero G. Pipe that up to here, and I can put on the parachutes. Clever little monkey, aren't ye? Yes, I even call myself a monkey, because that's what I is. I the monkey. Four long toms. Yeah, you face that off in BattleTech. You're guessing they're basically not even on the same battle grid as you. I'm like, oh crap, did I do that correctly? Yeah, I was looking at this right here and not this. So, looks like I got some pipe works to do, folks. Long Tom's back on the menu, boys! Itch, 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 itch. So, had a chew. Gotta do that on the other side, the parachute. Yes, I parachute. But I did not parachute this on the other side. Did I? No, I did not parachute this on the other side. Sorry about that, folks. Even that got me a bit... Got me with the googly glasses there. Because if this thing goes down while sky high, it's going to need a lot of parachutes because of how heavy it is. That much I know. Oh, something with kaboom. And also, this also helps cover up these ugly connectors. Of course. Cat. Conveyor cap. Conveyor cap medium. Conveyor cap end. Okay, that I'll just cover up with those once I get done with doing what I'm doing. If I'm ever done doing what I'm doing. Will I ever be done doing what I'm doing? I have no idea, folks. I'm starting to feel myself run out of energy, which sucks. I said I was going to get away from ammo, but long toms, dude, long toms. Long toms! 0G, 15 kilometers. You give that laser designation, call in a grid square. I want this grid square obliterated. I want this grid square gone. Maybe about 5 seconds later, they said, how did it go? How's the grid square? And you ask, what grid square? Okay? That how it go. No. There. No. Where is that other one at? Where's that T junction? There's that T junction. There, and now I can come over here and go do that. Here, and here. Use that. Would have liked a cross junction, but there's not a cross junction. I do not need to. But it's. Look! Look! This is going to go all the way back over here, so. Up and in. It's going to run right underneath the phaser banks. That way as to avoid the point defense. No. I still need the curvies. Still need the curvies. I still need the curves. Now I need the streets. break off. No. Well, they won't be able to fire straight up, but... That's obscuring them from there. Well, I got an idea. It seems like a dumb idea. It seems like a dumb. And it may be a dumb. And it was a dumb because I got rid of that piece over there. Don't ask me what I'm going to do here. I may fill it in. I may not. I have no idea. These sorters are just going to throw in... Shoot, my head's starting to really hurt. Throw in long tom ammo as much as frickin'ly possible. It's going to drain it as much as possible. Throw it in. Some frickin'... As a matter of fact, I may actually put a sorter onto a Go away! Nobody likes you! Thruster control lost. Good, go away! Nobody likes you. Incoming! Where's that outgoing? I don't know. I think that's outgoing. That one is. That one's more of a, that way going. Oh, turret's actually tracking them. But yeah, these will constantly keep these supplied, even though they're supposed to be supplying themselves. Say the area is off limits, but they have yet to actually do anything about it. So I'm disinclined to believe them because they have not actually shown me the warrant to or any of the or they haven't put up any signs that I actually any signs that actually said this place is off limits. They just keep broadcasting that. And I didn't see anything in the registry saying this particular area was off limits when I set up camp, what, a month ago? So I'm disinclined to believe them. I know I could have piped this up a different way, but this is more visually interesting. Disco, disco fever. test. Bye-bye! I would be doing this over the Sarlacc, but technically I am doing this over the Sarlacc. Okay, so... Oh, fudge. I just realized something. I've got this hook, got these hooked up to the actual cargo. Or at least this one not hooked up to the cargo. And my plan to keep these away from the collectors, the collecting collectors, which they really love to collect everything, let me tell you what, it's not going to work. So long as it's basically a cyclical loop. Bring these in here, they come in here, they want to come into here, you can't get it past out here because of the sorters won't let you bring anything past them because no, anything through here you can't come back. Hey. Oh. Got it. This is going to be a whole heck of a lot of headache. I think I caught that right then and there. And it sucks now that I've realized that. What I'm going to do is put sorters through here. That... Yeah, I know it all says front. I've tried my best to do left and right. I am going to have to paint... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Of course, we're going to sink a little bit, but... Position myself nose forward. And kind of give a... Oh no, I want to be tippy. Oh, great, I'm a skid. Just give it a little boost. Just a little boost. Just boost it. Just a little boost. Just boost it. Just nudge it. Just. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Why do I exit that way? I really need to make a, yeah, I'm using the Mark II. Actually, I think I'm using the Series 8 mat. one for the Super Mac or the big stick. Oh, hello. Yep. Extend it out as much as possible. Yep, this is the one I'm using. Sorter. Bitchy hands. But no. Look, you will go on there and you will enjoy it. So, yeah, you will go on there, you will enjoy it. Way I can shove that into there and make sure they I just realized something. I can make a dedicated storage device. A DSD for my ammo in this container right here. I still need to take this off anyways to put this sorter on so it doesn't cycle the ammo everywhere, but actually, and to put the sorter on, but I'm always doing this. I don't like doing this. Sorter there. I'd use Ganymede, but it doesn't look like the it doesn't look industrial enough. It looks too sci-fi, too clean. Also, look, there's parts of it that you can look at, and you're looking through the mesh and the textures and everything, and it's like it all visible. That's why I have it out of sight, out of mind. And there's a whole lot of phaser banks down there I need to get rid of, which I'm going to totally ignore for right now. So, with this setup, I have my Mac rounds and my Long Tom rounds, which can funnel into here. How's that going to work for other resources? Curiouser and curiouser and curiouser. No. That's thief. Hey. 5. Okay, so. I can bring it low. Okay, so. actually there. Do that. That's attached to that there. Okay. And this goes there. That doesn't look too bad. Actually, I could do some fiddling around. Do the top one. Okay, where's the end at on these? Where does the end end? The end ends at where the sorter ends. Right there. Which actually that gives it a little bit more visual interest. But it's wrong! Actually, with this, I could actually pipe it down and around them now. Oh, my eye, it burns. Wait. That's just stupid, and I like it. Of course, that's going to go. That is just stupid, and I like it. I approve. Question, where's this thing Zoid Core at now, since we're getting into that kind of stupidity? Where's the CP charged particle cannon at? I've got the PPCs, but not the CPC. Where's the hyper CPC at? Where's the victory cannon? Where's the Death Star? Which honestly wasn't. Let's put it this way: as terrifying as the Death Star was, there were worse, more terrifying Zoids created, such as the Herodias, the Gungaya Alido, the Gil Vader, the Murasami Liger. Blocks Zoids, which is just, let's not even get started with block Zoids. You could just program those things to be anything you wanted. Trust me, I made a lot of those into anything I wanted. The Zika with its armor. What? Oh, with its ice armor. Like, why are you taking that off? Like, oh, maybe that's why. The Bite Griffin, also known as the Battle Cougar. Also known as the Battle Cougar. Is it the Bite Griffin? I get the Bite Griffin. I get the two Griffin ones in it. No, one's, I think it's the Valkyrie Caesar. I think it's the Bite Griffin. And everybody's favorite, the Berserk Fury, originally known as the Berserk Führer, but since that term Führer is unpopular, Berserk Fury, the Tyrannosaurus Rex one. Okay, folks. If I was doing armor, I'd block all this out now. But I'm not! That's the one rule of building this thing. No armor, only shields. But yeah, I am starting to feel the drain. Hard beat this active. Okay, just that far. Just that far. Just the far. Just the far. Mustafar. Jafar on Mustafar. That explains everything. So, it doesn't require it for this, but it requires it for these two. So, I am going to get rid of this, get rid of this. I said get rid of! Okay. Okay, so come over here. Oh, and my head's starting to hurt because of all the pew-pews. Plug that in. Plug that in, plug that in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. Just for symmetry. Not for symmetry, but for a... Or what's the term? Parity. And I'll figure out the plumbing, but for right now, I really need to turn the sound off on this thing, and about the only way I'll do that is to... I know it's not been going really that long, but my head's starting to really hurt, and I'm going to say... This is the end of today's episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. But for the most part, do what you normally do, because I know I will be. And until next time, why into the ring if you don't have to? Catch you on the bounce. Later!